Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with our Mixed Manny chat. It's been a minute. This week's Mixed Manny is brought to you by a theme from Tara Stoddard's Facebook group, and it's all about plaid. So, of course, I had to pull out a plaid Color Street set, but I also wanted to do a nod to Stacy Adams. Stacy Adams, if you haven't followed her, link below for her Facebook group as well as her YouTube. She is currently having a real big nail party called Snowman and Sass. It's a big ruckus, so if you haven't joined that yet, I would say follow her Facebook page and join in on the fun. So my nod to Stacy, I'm going to actually do one of the Manny Bingo squares for Stacy Slants today. So not only do I have Plaid You Came, I also am using the right angle as my sets. So I know I'm cheating a little bit, not cutting out the slants myself, but you know, trying to save a little bit of time and effort here. So let's get started, shall we? What I wanted to do was first cut out the slants so that I can use, I'm going to place these on my fingers first, and then I'm going to use the backing to help me cut out slants with the Plaid You Came. So that is the goal here. What's really cool is finally Color Street has the mirror image that I'm looking for. They don't typically do this with any of their sets, but this one was one set that actually came like this where it was mirror imaged, so that makes me very happy. So I just want to make sure I am going to do the slants the right way. This finger, I've been sick, so whenever I get sick, my nails get brittle. I guess my body's taking all of its nutrients to help fight off the sickness, and so I broke this nail. So I want to make sure that the slants are going to be facing, I think I want them going this way. So I actually want to do it like that. So yeah, I gotta be careful because if I don't like start out with the right nails, I'm gonna end up like totally screwing them up, and so I had to figure that out first before we got started here. But yes, I haven't been recording because I've been under the weather, and it didn't start with me, but it ended with me. I think I'm the last one out of the ones that are going to be sick this month or this season. But right after Halloween, my sister-in-law Carla got sick, and then Panda Bear got sick, and then of course I got sick. So not fun, but recovering, so definitely glad to be over the worst of it. Wouldn't wish being sick on anyone, for sure. But it's gonna happen because, you know, once kids go back to school and you've got different people mingling, it's bound to happen that if one person gets sick, it's gonna be like a snowball effect where folks are just gonna get sick. And this, whatever we got, was really gnarly. So yeah, but funny that I just realized I started with my thumb, which I usually do my thumbs last, but I don't know why I did that, but we did, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm trying to save the backings too, so that I am able to use them for a template later for the rest of my nails. So quickly getting these on, not trying to waste time here. I've got a lot of catch-up work to do because I got sick to the point where I had to call out of work. I was like completely laid out, feeling absolutely miserable. I don't know if anyone else has gone through this, but I won't talk about other people's sickness, but for me, when I finally got sick, it was very reminiscent of how I felt when I had gotten COVID the first round, where my brain completely did not feel like it wanted to function properly at all. It hurt to have my eyes open, and on Wednesday, I was fighting it. I didn't want to admit to myself that I was sick. I had thought that I had escaped all of it because, like, my sister-in-law Carla got sick, and I wasn't around her that much when she actually, like, got full-blown sick. But Panda Bear then got sick, and I thought that I avoided getting sick because I didn't get sick when he was sick. So I was like, wow, I actually, like, beat it. Like, I didn't get hit. But no, Wednesday came around, and towards the end of the day, like, I felt miserable to the point where, like, my body broke out in hives. Like, it was pretty scary. I didn't know what was going on. And, yeah. So, needless to say, like, I woke up on Thursday thinking, okay, maybe I'm okay. Like, I don't feel too fatigued. But halfway through the day, I was, like, gone. I was like, I can't. And then Friday, I woke up just knowing that I tried pushing it on Thursday, and it just didn't help me at all, and so I had to call out on Friday. So I was, like, literally laid up, trying to, like, not open my eyes very much, because, again, when I was opening my eyes, looking at anything, it hurt. It hurt my head, like, a lot. So, not quite sure what we had, what we went through, but all I know is I'm glad to be over it, and that somehow my parents didn't get sick. So, oh shoot, I forgot I was supposed to save that backing. That's fine. We will make it work. But yeah, before all that happened, I guess the last Mixed Manny that I had recorded was the Zumba for the Cure Manny that I did, and that was really awesome. I did that, what weekend was it? The past weekend. It was the past weekend on Saturday. Attended that event, and it was great. I think they raised like almost, I think, $950. Very small event, but still really awesome event, and I was glad to be a part of it. And so, yeah. Alright, I'll do the other hand afterwards, but let's do the plaid here. But that was my last workout class. I haven't worked out since then because, as I mentioned, Panda Bear got sick. We were going to take me to a class on Tuesday, but didn't quite work it out. And then, of course, I got sick Wednesday. And so, trying to make sure I'm not contagious or anything before going back out into the world. So yeah. But we took COVID tests, not COVID. So, not really sure what happened. Not sure at all. But, yeah. Be careful out there, folks. It is definitely the season for getting sick, and there's some weird things going on. I'm making a huge mess. I'll tell you, I'm not fully recovered, but I was recovered enough to feel like I can finally get a mani done. So bear with me. My brain's still feeling a little out of sorts. So yes, but I was like, after the Zumba for the Cure mani that I did have another actually, I don't think it's gonna work if I cut it that way. Let me see what's the best way to do this? Probably cut it straight down the middle here. So let's try that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm completely forgetting what I just was talking about. Anyways, so, oh yeah, now I remember. So, the mani I did after the Zumba for the Cure mani, I actually did in the car on my way out to dinner with my parents and Panda Bear. I think it was that Saturday night after Zumba for the Cure. And so I didn't have that filmed at all, of course, because I was in the car. But that's one awesome thing about Color Street, is that you're able to do your manis on the go without very much mess at all. And so I was utilizing the restaurant we went to. They had really cute background behind where my parents were sitting, where we were eating, and so I used that as a little nail-fee background for my mani that I did in the car. I used Moonlight Swim and Happy Harvest. And Happy Harvest I had used on my toes as well with Sands of Time. And I still have my toes the same. I love doing my toes and keeping them for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a time. So yeah. I knew I had to use Happy Harvest on my toes for the fall season because I love this, like, the Happy Harvest overlay. If you haven't seen it, I think it's restocked on the Color Street website, so you'll want to check it out. But here we go. I was going to use this one over here. Trying to stretch out 6 strips. 6 strips to fit my fingers, because this Plaid You Came set only comes with the plaid strips on 6 of the fingers. So trying to make it all work. All right. Before I ended up getting sick, though, I was binge watching the past weekend Selling Sunset, which is a Netflix show about these real estate agents here in Southern California. I don't know why I love trash TV like that, but I do. Like, it's a guilty pleasure of mine to watch shows like that. And I got to binge watch like all the episodes. I think it was Friday night. Last Friday. Before getting sick. Alright. And then as far as books go, what have I been reading? So I was listening to Crazy Rich Asians. I wanted to see what the book was about because the movie that came out was based on a book. And the book had so many chapters, so many details that are not in the movie. Obviously, that's usually how it goes. But there was like lots and lots of details that I was like, whoa, like the story had a lot going on. There we go. There we go. But right now, there's a book. What am I listening to? There was a book that I started, and can't remember what it's called right now. I just started it last night, too. But it's one of Reese Witherspoon's book club books. Oh well. If I remember it, I'll mention it in the next Mixed Manny chat. I'm telling you, my brain is having a field day trying to remember things. It is definitely not fun. So yeah. Hope that no one I know gets sick the way that I got sick. Alright, here we go. Trying to make sure that I don't lay that right there. I want it to split out. There we go. Okay. Got it. What's a bummer about being sick around this time is that it is my favorite time of the year, because right after Halloween we've got our plans for Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving's my absolute favorite holiday. But it seems like this year's festivities, as far as work goes, the spirit of things is just not quite there, and I don't have the energy to muscle up the spirit to cook up amazing stuff this year for work. So it's kind of a bummer. It's fallen by the wayside. I know last year I made like the hugest efforts to have Thanksgiving at the office, but this year I'm just like, I don't know, like I'm feeling completely like wiped, and so I think I don't really know what's gonna happen next week for Thanksgiving at work, but you know, we'll have a little something. But yeah, and my sister-in-law Carla and I have been planning out our at-home Thanksgiving, and because none of us are really big on like turkey and all of that, we have decided that we are going to do something different, just like we did last year. Last year we also did something different. Sorry, I gotta replace that better. So last year we had turkey meatloaf, and it was delicious. And then this year we are planning on doing some turkey pot pies, like little individual size turkey pot pies for the kiddos and for us adults. And so my sister-in-law Carla is going to be in charge of that, and I am going to be in charge of creating the gravy, which we do all of this from scratch. Just because we like knowing what's going into our foods. But I will be doing the gravy. She'll be making some mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese, because the kids definitely need the mac and cheese. So does Auntie. Auntie loves mac and cheese too. Yeah. I will also be in charge of the stuffing, so I'll be making the stuffing. And I think my sister-in-law Carla is going to also make some delicious deviled eggs. I can't remember if we settled on that or if that was going to be for Christmas. But yeah, Thanksgiving is always a lot of fun because we get all the yummy foods, get to spend time with family, and that's, even though Christmas is my third favorite holiday, we get to start planning for Christmas as far as putting up the Christmas tree and all the decorations and all of that after Thanksgiving meal, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I got some really cute ornaments to add to the tree this year that I thought my sister-in-law Carla will really like, so I'm excited to give those to her on Thanksgiving so that we can figure out where we want to place them on the tree. So yeah, very excited for the holiday season. I think I have to cut, I'm trying to remember how to, I think I have to cut the opposite way. I'm gonna, so hold on, I cut it this way. Alright, let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, I think I did that right. Yep. But yeah. This whole month I haven't really purchased any Color Street items because I've been kind of not feeling the Christmas ones that came out. The holiday ones, they all came out and I was kind of not excited about any of them, really. There are a couple that I'm like, okay, now that I've seen folks post pictures wearing them, they kind of look cool. But the majority of them I've kind of been like, I don't know if I care for them. And I totally ruined that one, didn't I? That's fine. It's just snails. But now that the ruckus is happening, I am super excited trying to figure out which sets I want to buy, because I want to make like a big old purchase of the holiday sets that I want, as well as the winter catalog we've been told is launching on Tuesday. So I'm excited about that because there are actually a couple of sets from that launch that I'm looking forward to. So I don't know, those that are watching, if you do know Color Street and all of that, if you have been paying attention as far as which sets you plan on getting. I won't name the names here, but I will name them in my Facebook group as far as which sets I plan on getting, because like I said, there's a few that have caught my eye and they're very minimalist, I want to say. The designs are obviously sparkly because they're trying to go for like winter and snow, and like the holiday season, the winter time is very not here in Southern California because there's no snow here, but in other parts of the world, very like sleek, white, sparkling. Those are like the words I think of when I think of snow in other parts of the world, because, you know, if you get a lot of snow, everything's kind of blanketed in white, and then as the ice is melting, the icicles on the houses, and all of that, when the light hits it just right, it's magical. And I think that's what they tried to capture in a lot of the sets that they have for the winter catalog. So yeah. Of course, likely not going to be using the sets all by themselves because I love mixing things up. So if you've watched my channel enough, you know that it's not often I will use just one set. Typically I use 2 or more, hence the Mixed Manny chat. So I'm already trying to look at my collection, what I have left, and figure out what's going to go really well with some of the winter sets and the holiday sets. I don't typically like to start on holiday nails as far as like Christmassy, wintry nails until after Thanksgiving. So you'll see me typically use, you know, more of the fall colors, what you're seeing here. The darker hues, the more neutral colors. That's typically what I like in the month of November. So right after Halloween, it's all about like the fall, because the fall, autumn is like my favorite season. And so typically my nails will be surrounded by those colors. So yeah. I'm telling you, my brain. Oh my gosh. And if you know about Color Street's subscription boxes, so Color Street has what's called Color Play, and they have sub boxes each month, and this month's theme is called Rustic Heritage, and like everybody's been getting their boxes already, and my box, because of Veterans Day holiday and all that, and being out here on the West Coast, and it's being shipped from New Jersey on the East Coast, I'm not getting mine until tomorrow, is what it says. So yeah, it's been very easy and hard to avoid spoilers. I haven't been online very much because I've not been feeling well, but I've been doing my very best not to look on Facebook very much or on YouTube or anything like that, because a bunch of people have gotten their boxes already. So I am excited to watch the unboxings, like Stacy, Shannon, Tara, all of which I will link their YouTube and Facebook groups below. But I love watching their unboxing videos. I don't know if Tara's gonna do one, but I know that Shannon and Stacy definitely will. And then some other of our nail friends. Ooh, let me just really quick. I'm gonna make a nail stick here, because Plaid You Came, although it is a Mixed Manny nail art design set, this is when you think of Plaid You Came, obviously this strip is the one you think of the most. So definitely needed to put that one down. Alright. But yes, so I will have my box tomorrow. So I will, after work, hopefully record my unboxing. As I mentioned, I have done my best not to watch any spoilers or look at any spoilers so that you can get my absolute first impressions of the sets that are included. So we shall see. We shall see. Even though I haven't seen actual spoilers, I have, you know, seen some people's reactionary posts mentioning that they really, really like this month's box. So I am very curious if I'm going to have the same reaction or if, shoot, missed that little corner there. I'll probably just file it down a little bit so that's not so revealed there. But yeah, I'm curious if I'm gonna like it. My taste in nails isn't always the same as others, so yeah, we shall see. Alright, yay, I'm actually gonna get this done in one video this time. I apologize if my energy level is not the norm. I really, this, whatever this was that I got sick from, really did a number on me. So yeah, but I'm just happy to be out of bed and doing my nails again. I had to take my nail polish off like earlier because I was worried. One of the symptoms of COVID, even though I didn't have COVID, but I was worried I might have, is that sometimes your nails will turn a different color, and that was one of the signs. And so I wanted to make sure that I removed my nail polish and double check to see that no weird things were happening to my nails. And luckily, that wasn't the case. So yeah. But alright, so here we go. Let's finish off here really quick and be on our merry way. I actually felt okay enough yesterday where I made a copycat Zuppa Toscana soup. If you guys have ever been to Olive Garden, the Zuppa Toscana is the one that's got like sausage and kale and potatoes and all of that. It's my mom's favorite soup at Olive Garden, and so I felt okay enough last night to make the soup for the family and made sure to save some for my sister-in-law Carla so that she can have some as well. I don't know about y'all, but when I am not feeling well, soup is definitely something that helps a lot. So yeah, made soup for the family, and we had leftover potato. Panda Bear actually went and got the ingredients I needed for the soup yesterday, and he got a potato, and it was like heart-shaped. It was so cute, and I don't know if he intentionally did it or not, but just putting a heart in the soup was basically how I felt when I was creating that. But he also bought an extra potato, so I am actually going to make him a nice steak and potato meal after he returns from dropping off provisions to Carla and the kiddos. So that is the plan. And and while I was not feeling well, so my dad and mom started kind of like reorganizing the house a little bit, which is great. It's always a nice spark of movement when they start like organizing stuff, because this house is full of stuff, like completely jam-packed full of stuff. So I don't think I could reuse that one because now I've got fingerprints all over it. But yeah, so they started reorganizing stuff, and now it got me watching. I was watching on Netflix this series called Hack My Home, and it's amazing how innovative people can get as far as furniture that helps maximize space. And so it got me really excited, and when I have my full energy back, that's one thing I really want to do, is help organize the house more, and also do the same thing over at my sister-in-law Carla's house with the kiddos, so that they have more space. So very excited about that, and looking forward to doing that over the holiday season, because it doesn't really make much sense to do it before the holiday season, especially when there's going to be a lot of moving parts when it comes to like gifts and all of that. So it'll be a after the holiday season, during the holiday season kind of project to do with the whole family. So that's gonna be real exciting. But yes, and I watched this movie with Panda Bear, A Man Named Otto. It was very touching, and I was surprised at how much I actually liked the movie. So if you're looking for something to watch, fair warning, there's scenes of if you're very sensitive to scenes depicting attempts at suicide, probably you might not be able to handle watching it. Alright, you know what? I am out of time. So, as you can see, this is what it's going to look like, but I need to add clear as day. But I will catch you all next time. Hope you guys stay safe and healthy. Peace.